My beloved child, stop everything you are doing right now. What I'm about to tell you is not a coincidence. Out of billions of people in this world, out of millions of messages you could be receiving at this moment, this one found its way to you. Do you really think that is an accident? Do you honestly believe that in a universe of infinite possibilities, you just happened to stumble upon these exact words at this exact moment by pure chance? No, there is no such thing as coincidence in my kingdom. I have been trying to reach you for longer than you realize, not just in this season, but across many moments of your life where my voice brushed against your heart softly, patiently, persistently. I spoke through signs that appeared small at first, moments that seemed ordinary, yet they carried my fingerprint. And now, after everything you have walked through, after every tear that fell in the darkness when you thought no one was watching, after every prayer you whispered with a trembling voice, this message has arrived at the exact moment when your soul needed to hear what I'm about to say. I see you right now in this very moment. I see the weight you carry on your shoulders that you have not told anyone about. I see the exhaustion that has settled deep into your bones, the kind that sleep does not fix because it is not your body that is tired. It is your soul. You have been carrying too much for too long. You have been fighting battles that no one else can see, wrestling with fears that visit you in the quiet hours when the world is asleep and you are left alone with your thoughts. You have felt the sting of disappointment so many times that you have started to build walls around your heart just to protect yourself from hoping too much. You have been let down by people you trusted. You have seen doors close that you were certain I had opened. You have watched promises that seemed so real crumble into dust in your hands. And somewhere deep inside, a question has been forming. A question you have been afraid to speak out loud because it feels almost blasphemous to even think it. The question is this: do you really see me? Do you really care? Are you really there? I see you when you wake up in the middle of the night with anxiety gripping your chest. I see you when you sit in your car before going into work, taking deep breaths to prepare yourself for another difficult day. I see you when you check your bank account and feel that familiar knot of worry in your stomach. I see you when you scroll through social media and compare your behind-the-scenes struggle to everyone else's highlight reel. I see you when you put on a smile for others while your heart is breaking inside. I see you when you cry in the shower so no one will hear. I see you when you stand in front of the mirror and struggle to recognize the person looking back. I see you when you feel invisible in a room full of people. I see you when you wonder if anyone would notice if you just disappeared. I know about the secret you carry that fills you with shame. I know about the mistake you cannot forgive yourself for. I know about the dream you gave up on because it seemed too impossible. I know about the person you miss so much it physically hurts. Let me answer that question right now with such clarity that you will never doubt it again. Yes, I see you. Every single moment of your struggle, every tear that has fallen, every night you have laid awake wondering how you were going to make it through another day. I have seen it all. Not from a distance. Not as some faraway deity observing your pain with detached curiosity. I have been right there beside you, closer than your own breath, feeling every ache in your heart as if it were my own. When you hurt, something in me hurts with you. Not because I am weak, but because my love for you runs deeper than any ocean, higher than any mountain, stronger than any force in this universe. You are not just a name on a list to me. You are not just one soul among billions that I monitor from heaven. You are mine. You are the child I have known since before the foundations of the world were laid. I watched you being formed in secret, hidden away in the depths of your mother's womb. I saw you take your first breath. I have counted every hair on your head. I have collected every tear you have ever cried in a bottle because not one of them has been insignificant to me. And the miracle you have been asking me for, the one you have prayed about until your words ran dry, the one you have held on to even when it seemed impossible, I am giving it to you. Not because you earned it, not because you have been perfect, not because you finally figured out the right formula or spoke the right words or performed the right religious rituals. I am giving it to you because I love you, because it brings me joy to bless my children, because I am your father and you are mine, and what father does not delight in giving good gifts to his children? But I need you to understand something crucial before this miracle manifests in your life. The timing is mine. The method is mine. The way it unfolds will be according to my wisdom, not your expectations. And that requires something from you that is more valuable than any religious performance. It requires trust. Trust is not easy. I know that. Trust means releasing your grip on how you think things should happen. Trust means surrendering your timeline and accepting mine. Trust means believing that I am working even when you cannot see any evidence of movement, even when circumstances seem to be going in the opposite direction of your prayers, even when people around you are telling you to give up because nothing is changing. But here is what I need you to know. Just because you cannot see what I am doing does not mean I am doing nothing. In the unseen realm, in the spiritual dimensions that your natural eyes cannot perceive, things are shifting. Angels are being dispatched. Circumstances are being arranged. Hearts are being prepared. Doors being unlocked. The enemy's plans are being dismantled piece by piece. And all of it is happening because I heard your prayer, and I have already decided to answer it. Your miracle is already decreed in heaven. The decision has been made. The blessing has been prepared with your name on it. And it will manifest at the exact moment when everything is perfectly aligned for your greatest good. Not a moment too early, not a moment too late. Exactly when it needs to arrive. So I am asking you to choose to believe even when the evidence seems to contradict the promise. Choose to trust even when the waiting feels unbearable. Choose to hold on even when everything in you wants to let go and walk away. Because the waiting is not punishment. The delay is not denial. It is preparation. I am preparing you to handle what I am about to give you. I am developing character in you that you will need for the next season. I am teaching you lessons about my faithfulness that you could never learn if everything came easily and quickly. I know you have been hurt. I know there are wounds in your heart that still ache when certain memories surface. I know you have been betrayed by people who promised to stand with you but walked away when things got difficult. I know you have been misunderstood, misjudged, and maligned by others who saw only the surface of your situation and made harsh assumptions about your character. I know you have felt the crushing weight of financial pressure, watching bills pile up while resources seem to dry up, wondering how you were going to provide for your family, feeling the shame of lack in a world that measures worth by material success. I know you have battled sickness in your body, dealing with pain that would not relent, fatigue that stole your strength, symptoms that frightened you in the night. I know you have watched people you love make destructive choices and felt powerless to stop them, carrying the burden of their decisions on your shoulders as if their failures were your fault. I know you have wrestled with your own mistakes, haunted by regret over words you cannot take back and choices you cannot undo, wondering if you have disqualified yourself from my blessing because of your imperfections. Let me speak truth into every one of those wounded places right now. You are not disqualified. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not too broken to be used. You are not too far gone to be restored. Every lie the enemy has whispered into your mind about your worth, your identity, and your future is exactly that. A lie. And I am exposing those lies right now with the light of my truth. You are loved with an everlasting love. You are chosen, appointed, anointed for a purpose that is greater than your past. You are being transformed from glory to glory. You are mine, and I do not give up on what belongs to me. The miracle I am giving you is not just about changing your circumstances, though I will do that. It is about changing you. It is about renewing your mind so that you stop agreeing with the enemy's assessment of your life and start seeing yourself the way I see you. It is about healing your heart so that you can love freely again, without the walls of self-protection that keep others at a distance. It is about restoring your hope so that you wake up each morning with expectation instead of dread. It is about rebuilding your confidence in my goodness so that when storms come, and they will come because you live in a fallen world, you stand firm on the rock of my faithfulness instead of being swept away by the flood of fear. I am your shepherd, Do you understand what that means? A shepherd does not just watch over sheep from a distance. A shepherd leads them to green pastures and still waters. A shepherd protects them from predators. A shepherd searches for the one that wanders away and carries it back on his shoulders. A shepherd knows each sheep by name. I know you by name. I know your voice. I know your needs before you speak them. I know the dangers lurking ahead that you cannot see, and I am already making a way through the valley. I know where the provision is hidden, and I am leading you to it. I know which paths are safe and which ones will lead to destruction, and I am guiding your steps away from harm. When you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you do not need to fear evil, because I am with you. My rod and my staff, they comfort you. I prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. I anoint your head with oil. My goodness and mercy follow you all the days of your life, and you will dwell in my house forever. That is my promise to you as your shepherd. You are not wandering alone in the wilderness. You are not defenseless against the wolves that seek to devour you. You are not lost without direction. I am leading you. I am protecting you. I am providing for you. And I am bringing you into a place of blessing that you have not yet seen, but that already exists in my plan for your life. But here is what I need you to understand about this season you are in. The struggle you are facing is not evidence that I have abandoned you. It is evidence that something significant is about to shift. The enemy does not waste energy attacking people who are not a threat to his kingdom. He attacks those who are on the verge of breakthrough. He attacks those who carry destiny. He attacks those who are about to step into a new level of authority and influence. And the intensity of the attack is often proportional to the magnitude of the blessing that is coming. So when you feel overwhelmed by the opposition you are facing, when it seems like everything is falling apart at once, when one problem gets resolved only for 3 more to appear, do not interpret that as proof that you are cursed or forgotten. Interpret it as confirmation that you are getting close to something the enemy desperately wants to prevent. He has been studying you. He knows where you are vulnerable. He knows which fears grip your heart most tightly. He knows which relationships are strained and which wounds are still tender. He knows what triggers your anxiety and what temptations appeal to your flesh. And he has been crafting a strategy designed to hit you in the exact places where you are most susceptible to falling. He wants to discourage you so thoroughly that you give up and walk away before you reach the finish line. He wants to confuse you about my character so that you start believing I am the source of your problems instead of your solution. He wants to isolate you from other believers so that you face these battles alone without the support and encouragement of your spiritual family. He wants to distract you with lesser things so that you lose focus on your purpose and waste your time on pursuits that lead nowhere. He whispers that you are not good enough, smart enough, strong enough, worthy enough. He reminds you of every failure, every mistake, every moment of weakness. He magnifies your flaws while minimizing my grace. He brings up your past when I have already buried it in the sea of my forgetfulness. He plants thoughts in your mind and makes you think they are your own thoughts. He sends people across your path who speak words that align with his lies to reinforce the deception. He creates circumstances that seem to confirm your worst fears. He attacks your body with sickness to weaken you physically. He attacks your mind with confusion to cloud your judgment. He attacks your emotions with depression and anxiety to steal your peace. He attacks your relationships to leave you isolated. He attacks your finances to create stress and distraction. He is relentless. He is strategic. He is vicious. But I am exposing his plans before he can execute them. I am revealing the danger before it touches you. I am giving you this warning so that you can armor yourself with truth and resist his schemes. He is a liar and the father of lies. He has no power over you except what you give him through agreement. When you agree with his lies about your identity, you empower him. When you believe his accusations about your worth, you open a door for him. When you surrender to fear, doubt, and despair, you hand him weapons to use against you. But when you stand firm in the truth of who you are in me, when you declare my promises over your life even when circumstances contradict them, when you worship me in the middle of the battle instead of cursing the darkness, you strip him of his power and you activate my supernatural intervention in your situation. I am your shield. I stand between you and every attack. I am your fortress. I am your strong tower. I am your defender, and I have given you authority over all the power of the enemy. I have given you weapons that are not carnal but mighty through me to the pulling down of strongholds. You have the sword of my spirit, which is my word. You have the shield of faith to extinguish every flaming arrow. You have the helmet of salvation to protect your mind. You have the breastplate of righteousness to guard your heart. You have the belt of truth to hold everything together. You have the shoes of the gospel of peace so you can stand firm. And you have the weapon of prayer that gives you access to all of heaven's resources. You are not defenseless. You are not helpless. You are armed. You are dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. And when you finally understand who you are and what you carry, the enemy will flee in terror. So right now, in this moment, I need you to make a choice. Are you going to believe what you see with your natural eyes? Or are you going to believe what I have spoken over your life? Are you going to let your feelings dictate your faith? Or are you going to let my word establish your confidence? Are you going to surrender to fear? Or are you going to rise up in the authority I have given you and command those mountains to move? This is not a small decision. This is the decision that will determine whether you live in bondage or freedom, whether you remain a victim or become a victor, whether you settle for survival or step into the abundant life I have purchased for you. I am calling you to courage, not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward despite fear. Courage is not feeling brave. Courage is choosing to obey when everything in you wants to retreat. Courage is taking the next step when you cannot see the whole staircase. Courage is speaking words of faith when your mind is screaming words of doubt. Courage is showing up when you feel like hiding. Courage is trying again after you have failed. Courage is hoping again after you have been disappointed. And I am filling you with that courage right now. I am placing steel in your spine and fire in your spirit. I am awakening the warrior inside you who has been sleeping under the weight of defeat. I am reminding you who you are. You are not a grasshopper. You are a giant slayer. You are not a victim. You are more than a conqueror. You are not powerless. You have access to the same power that raised Christ from the dead. You are not who the world says you are. You are who I say you are. You are chosen before the foundation of the world. You are adopted into my family. You are a royal priesthood. You are a holy nation. You are my treasured possession. You are the light of the world. You are the salt of the earth. You are my ambassador. You are my beloved. You are justified by faith. You are sanctified by my Spirit. You are seated with Christ in heavenly places. You are a new creation. The old has passed away. The new has come. You are no longer a slave to sin. You are free. You are no longer condemned. You are forgiven. You are no longer an orphan. You are my child. You are no longer rejected. You are accepted in the beloved. You are no longer insignificant. You have been given a purpose that matters for eternity. Now listen carefully to what I'm about to reveal, because this is where everything changes. The miracle you have been asking for is connected to your obedience. I have been speaking to you about certain things you need to release, certain habits you need to break, certain relationships you need to reevaluate, certain attitudes you need to adjust, and you have been hesitating. You have been making excuses. You have been negotiating with me, trying to hold on to things I have told you to let go of while still expecting to receive what I have promised. But my child, you cannot hold on to the old and embrace the new at the same time. You cannot walk in two directions simultaneously. You cannot serve two masters. There must be a releasing before there can be a receiving. There must be a death before there can be a resurrection. There must be an emptying before there can be a filling. I am not asking you to earn the miracle through perfect performance. The miracle is a gift of my grace, but I am asking you to position yourself to receive it by removing the obstacles that would prevent it from taking root in your life. If I am trying to plant a garden in your heart, but your heart is full of weeds, I need you to pull up the weeds so the seeds I plant have room to grow. If I am trying to fill you with my presence, but you are already full of other things, I need you to pour out what is occupying that space, so I have room to pour in. If I am trying to take you to a new place, but you keep clinging to the familiar, I need you to release your grip on what is behind so you can take hold of what is ahead. What is it that I have been asking you to release? You know what it is. I have spoken to you about it more than once. It might be a relationship that is pulling you away from me instead of drawing you closer. It might be a habit that is draining your strength and clouding your judgment. It might be a mindset of victimhood that keeps you trapped in cycles of complaint instead of moving forward in faith. It might be unforgiveness towards someone who wounded you. And that unforgiveness is like drinking poison while hoping the other person dies. It might be pride that refuses to admit you need help, that insists on self-sufficiency instead of surrendering to my sufficiency. It might be fear of what others will think if you fully commit to following me with radical obedience. Whatever it is, I am asking you to release it now. Not next week. Not when you feel more ready. Now. Because the miracle is waiting on the other side of your obedience. And when you release what I have asked you to release, you will feel lighter. You will feel freer. You will feel like chains that have held you for years are suddenly falling off. You will wonder why you held on to it for so long when letting go brings such relief. And in that space of surrender, in that posture of openness, I will pour in the miracle you have been waiting for. It will not look like you imagined. It will be better. It will exceed your expectations. It will leave you in awe of my creativity and my goodness. It will cause you to fall to your knees in gratitude and wonder how you ever doubted me. But before I continue, there is something else you need to know. Something most people never understand about my blessings. They are not just for you. They are also for the people around you. Every miracle I perform in your life has a ripple effect that touches others. When I bless you financially, it is not just so you can pay your bills. It is so you can be generous to those in need. When I heal your body, it is not just so you can feel better. It is so you can serve me with renewed strength. When I restore your family, it is not just so you can be happy. It is so your home can become a lighthouse of hope for others who are still lost in the storm. This is why the enemy fights so hard against your breakthrough. He knows that when you are blessed, you become dangerous to his kingdom. He knows that when you walk in freedom, you will lead others to freedom. He knows that when you experience my power, you will become a testimony that destroys doubt in the hearts of skeptics. So his strategy is to keep you trapped, to keep you defeated, to keep you so focused on your own survival that you never step into your calling to set others free. The provision you need is coming, not because you figured out how to make it happen, but because I am your provider and I take care of my children. The job opportunity will arrive with a salary that not only meets your needs, but gives you surplus to bless others. The business idea that seemed too risky will suddenly have open doors and favor that can only be explained as supernatural. The debt that has crushed you under its weight will be eliminated through an unexpected source. The check you were not expecting will arrive in the mail at the exact moment when you needed it most. The person who owes you money will suddenly have their heart stirred to repay you. The legal matter that has dragged on for months will be resolved in your favor. The medical bill that seemed impossible to pay will be covered by provision you did not even know was available. I am opening financial doors that have been sealed shut for years. The bank account that has been in the red will move into the black. The credit that was destroyed will be restored. The investment that failed will be redeemed with interest you never expected. The inheritance that was contested will be released. The promotion that was delayed will suddenly be granted with retroactive compensation. The raise you were afraid to ask for will be offered before you even request it. The contract you thought was lost will be reinstated with better terms. The partnership that fell apart will be replaced by something more profitable and aligned with my purpose for you. The grant you applied for will be approved. The loan will be forgiven. The tax burden will be lifted through provision you did not calculate. The insurance claim will be honored in full. The settlement will exceed your expectations. I am not just meeting your needs. I am giving you abundance. I am blessing you so that you can be a blessing. I am increasing your capacity so that you can increase your generosity. I am entrusting you with resources because I know your heart. I know you will not hoard what I give you. I know you will not worship the blessing instead of the giver. I know you will use what I provide to advance my kingdom, to care for the vulnerable, to support ministries, to help the struggling, to be the answer to someone else's prayer. This is why I can trust you with more. This is why I am about to open the floodgates and pour out blessing that you will not have room enough to receive. This is not wishful thinking. This is prophetic declaration over your life. Receive it. Believe it. Watch for it. It is coming. The healing you need is coming. The pain that has tormented your body will cease. The diagnosis that brought fear will be reversed. The chronic condition that doctors said you would have to live with for the rest of your life will be healed by my supernatural power. The depression that has clouded your mind will lift and clarity will return. The anxiety that has stolen your peace will be replaced by a deep, abiding calm that surpasses understanding. The addiction that has held you in bondage will lose its grip as I break the chains and set you free. The insomnia that has robbed you of rest will be replaced by deep, restorative sleep. The fatigue that has made every day feel like a struggle will be replaced by renewed strength and vitality. You will feel like yourself again. You will wake up with energy and hope instead of dread and exhaustion. You will be able to think clearly, to feel deeply, to engage fully with life instead of just surviving each day. I am touching your body right now with healing power. The inflammation that has caused swelling and discomfort is decreasing. The nerve damage that has caused numbness and tingling is being repaired. The hormonal imbalance that has disrupted your system is being corrected. The digestive issues that have plagued you are being resolved. The migraines that have stolen days from your life are ceasing. The joint pain that has limited your mobility is fading. The respiratory problems that have made breathing difficult are clearing. The skin conditions that have caused embarrassment and irritation are healing. The autoimmune disorder that has attacked your own body is being calmed. The blood pressure that has been dangerously high or low is normalizing. The blood sugar levels that have been unstable are balancing. I am also healing your emotions. The trauma that has haunted you is losing its power. The grief that has felt unbearable is being comforted. The anger that has consumed you is being transformed. The shame that has made you hide is being replaced with confidence. The rejection that has wounded your heart is being healed by my acceptance. The loneliness that has made you feel invisible is being answered by my constant presence. The hopelessness that has made you want to give up is being replaced by renewed vision for your future. The fear that has controlled your decisions is being cast out by perfect love. The bitterness that has poisoned your relationships is being washed away by forgiveness. The regret that has kept you stuck in the past is being released so you can move forward into your future. This is coming. Believe it. The restoration you need is coming. The relationships that have been broken will be healed. The family member who walked away will return. The prodigal who has been running from me will come home. The marriage that seemed beyond repair will be rebuilt on a foundation stronger than before. The friendship that was destroyed by misunderstanding will be restored through honest communication and mutual forgiveness. The trust that was shattered will be rebuilt step by step as I teach both parties how to love like I love. The division in your family will be replaced by unity. The arguments will be replaced by laughter. The cold silence will be replaced by warm conversation. The bitterness will be replaced by tenderness. This is not a fantasy. This is the power of my redemptive love at work. I am softening hearts that have been hardened by years of pain. I am opening ears that have been closed to hearing truth. I am removing scales from eyes that have been blind to their own faults. I am creating opportunities for conversations that need to happen. I am giving both parties the courage to be vulnerable, the humility to admit wrong, the grace to extend forgiveness. I am reminding husbands how to cherish their wives. I am teaching wives how to respect their husbands. I am showing parents how to truly see their children. I am helping children honor their parents even when it is difficult. I am healing sibling rivalries that have lasted decades. I am restoring friendships that were casualties of misunderstanding and pride. The son who has not spoken to you in years will reach out. The daughter who blamed you for her pain will understand your heart. The spouse who seemed emotionally distant will become present and engaged. The parent who was critical will become encouraging. The friend who betrayed your confidence will seek reconciliation. The business partner who walked away in anger will return with apology and renewed commitment. The church community that wounded you will become a source of healing and support. The mentor who disappointed you will be replaced by someone who truly invests in your growth. The relationships that drained you will either be transformed or removed, and new relationships that nourish your soul will take their place. I specialize in making all things new. I take what is broken and I make it beautiful. I take what is dead and I resurrect it. And I am doing that in your relationships right now. But there is something else I must reveal to you. Something that very few people understand. The miracle is not just about getting what you want. It is about becoming who I created you to be. Some of you have been so focused on the external blessing that you have missed the internal transformation I have been working in you through the waiting. You have been so fixated on changing your circumstances that you have resisted my efforts to change your character. You have been so desperate for relief from your pain that you have not allowed the pain to do its purifying work in your soul. And I am telling you now, the greatest miracle is not what I give you, but who you become in the process of waiting for it. I am making you patient in a culture that worships speed. I am making you compassionate in a world that celebrates cruelty. I am making you humble in a society that promotes pride. I am making you generous in an economy that encourages greed. I am making you faithful in a generation that has forgotten how to commit. I am making you wise in an age that is drowning in information but starving for wisdom. I am making you strong in the broken places. I am making you tender without making you weak. I am making you bold without making you harsh. I am making you dependent on me without making you passive. I am shaping you into the image of Christ. And that process is more valuable than any external blessing I could give you, because it is the one thing you will carry with you into eternity. So when you finally receive the miracle, and you will receive it, you will not be the same person who started praying for it. You will be stronger. You will be wiser. You will be more compassionate. You will be more grateful. You will be more aware of your need for me. You will be less impressed by the world's version of success and more attuned to my definition of blessing. You will value relationships over possessions. You will prioritize character over comfort. You will seek my presence more than my presence. And when the miracle comes, it will not destroy you with pride or distract you from your purpose, because I have been preparing you to steward it well. Stay with me. You are nearing the understanding that will bring clarity to everything. All the confusion, all the questions, all the whys that have tormented you are about to be answered. Not necessarily with explanations, because some things you will not fully understand until you see me face to face, but with a deep, settled peace that trusts my heart, even when it cannot trace my hand. You will look back on this season, and you will see my fingerprints all over it. You will see how I used what the enemy meant for evil and turned it for your good. You will see how I was closing doors that would have led to destruction and opening doors that led to destiny. You will see how I was protecting you from things you begged me to give you, because I loved you too much to let you have something that would have harmed you. You will see how the delay was not denial but divine timing. You will see how the detour was not a mistake but a necessary redirection. You will see how the wilderness was not abandonment but preparation. And you will fall to your knees in worship, overwhelmed by the goodness and faithfulness of a God who never stopped working on your behalf, even when you could not see what I was doing. I am the light that shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. You have been walking through a dark season, I know. There have been moments when the darkness felt so thick you could not see even one step ahead. There have been nights when you wondered if the sun would ever rise again. There have been days when you felt like you were stumbling through the shadows, bruised and disoriented, unable to find your way. But I am the light, and where I am, darkness cannot remain. I am stepping into your situation right now, and the light of my presence is dispelling every shadow. The things that have been hidden in darkness are being exposed. The lies that have operated in secret are being brought into the light and losing their power. The confusion that has clouded your mind is being replaced by clarity. The fear that has paralyzed you is being driven out by my perfect love. The hopelessness that has settled over you like a suffocating blanket is being lifted as the light of hope breaks through. Darkness always flees when light arrives. You do not fight darkness. You simply turn on the light. And I am the light of the world. I am the light of your life. When you invite my presence into your darkest moments, into your most painful memories, into your deepest fears, my light penetrates and transforms everything it touches. What seemed overwhelming becomes manageable. What seemed permanent becomes temporary. What seemed impossible becomes possible. The monsters that terrified you in the dark are revealed to be shadows with no substance when the light comes on. The path that seemed blocked is revealed to have a way through when you can finally see clearly. I am bringing you out of darkness into my marvelous light, out of confusion into clarity, out of bondage into freedom, out of death into life. And the light I am giving you is not just for you. You are becoming a light bearer. You are going to carry my light into dark places. You are going to shine in situations where others have given up hope. You are going to be a beacon that guides people who are lost. You are going to illuminate truth in environments filled with lies. You are going to bring hope to the hopeless, joy to the mourning, comfort to the afflicted, strength to the weak. This is your calling. This is your purpose. And the darkness you have walked through has prepared you to carry light with compassion and authenticity. You are going to see clearly again. You are going to understand what you are supposed to do next. You are going to know which voice to listen to and which voices to ignore. You are going to discern between what is from me and what is from the enemy. You are going to recognize the open doors, and you are going to have the courage to walk through them. You are going to perceive the traps before you step into them. You're going to have wisdom that surpasses your natural understanding because I am giving you my mind on matters. You are going to make decisions with confidence instead of second-guessing yourself into paralysis. You are going to move forward with clarity of purpose and conviction of calling. This is happening right now. Receive it. I am also your rock, your foundation, the unshakable ground beneath your feet. Everything else in this world is shifting sand. Economies rise and fall. Governments come and go. Relationships change. Health fluctuates. Circumstances are unpredictable. But I never change. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. When you build your life on me, when you anchor your identity in who I say you are, when you base your security on my promises instead of your circumstances, you become unshakable. The storms may come, the winds may blow, the floods may rise, but you will not be moved because you are standing on the rock that cannot be shaken. And when the storm passes, and it will pass, you will still be standing while everything built on sand has been washed away. So build your life on me, not on your job, because jobs can be lost. Not on your bank account, because money can disappear. Not on your relationships, because people can leave. Not on your health, because bodies fail. Not on your reputation, because opinions change. Build on me. Make my word the foundation of your thoughts. Make my presence the source of your peace. Make my promises the anchor of your hope. Make my love the center of your identity. And when you do that, nothing that happens in the external world will be able to destroy what I have built in you. There is a significant happening approaching you right now. A moment of divine intersection, where heaven touches earth in your life. You have prayed, you have waited, you have believed. And now the answer is coming. But when it arrives, it may not look like you expected. I may send the answer through a person you did not anticipate. I may open a door you were not even looking at. I may provide in a way that seems unconventional or unexpected. Do not miss the miracle because it does not match the picture in your mind. Stay alert. Stay open. Stay flexible. And when you see my hand moving, even if it is moving in a way you did not predict, respond with faith and obedience. I rarely work the same way twice. I am creative. I am unpredictable by human standards. I am not confined to your expectations or limited by your imagination. When I provided manna in the wilderness, it appeared every morning on the ground. When I provided for Elijah, I sent ravens with food. When I provided for the widow, I multiplied oil and flour. When I provided for 5,000 people, I multiplied loaves and fish. When I provided for Peter's tax, I put a coin in the mouth of a fish. Every situation was different. Every provision was unique. And your provision will be tailored specifically to your situation in a way that will leave no doubt that it came from me. So do not limit me by assuming I can only work in ways you have seen before. Do not reduce me to a formula. Do not put me in a box. I am God. I spoke the universe into existence. I parted seas and stopped the sun in the sky. I turned water into wine and raised the dead. There is nothing too hard for me, and I am about to demonstrate my creativity and power in your situation in a way that will amaze you. This is your season of supernatural favor. Doors that have been closed for years are about to open. People who have opposed you are about to step aside. Resources that were withheld are about to be released. Opportunities that passed you by before are about to circle back around. Ideas that you abandoned as impossible are about to become feasible. Dreams that you buried as unrealistic are about to be resurrected with divine strategy attached. You are about to step into a level of blessing that you did not earn and could not manufacture. It is pure grace. It is unmerited favor. It is me showing off on your behalf because I love you and I want the world to see what I do for those who trust me. But do not let the blessing change your heart. Do not let success make you proud. Do not let abundance make you selfish. Do not let recognition make you forget where you came from. Remember the pit I brought you out of. Remember the bondage I freed you from. Remember the darkness I rescued you from. Remember the brokenness I healed. Remember the impossibility I made possible. And stay humble. Stay grateful. Stay generous. Stay dependent on me. Because the blessing is not just for you. It is for the people I am going to send into your life who need to see evidence that I am real and that I still do miracles. Your testimony is going to be the catalyst for someone else's breakthrough. Your restoration is going to give hope to someone who is ready to give up. Your miracle is going to prove to a skeptic that I am who I say I am. So receive this miracle, not just for yourself, but for the sake of the kingdom purposes I have attached to it. Let it make you more like me. Let it increase your compassion for the suffering. Let it deepen your dependence on my grace. Let it broaden your vision for what is possible when I am involved. Let it strengthen your faith for the next battle. Let it fuel your worship. Let it ignite your passion for my presence. Let it transform you from someone who needs a miracle into someone who carries the miracle-working power of my Spirit to a world that is desperate for hope. You are not alone in this. I have not brought you this far to abandon you now. I am with you in the waiting. I am with you in the struggle. I am with you in the breakthrough. I am with you in the celebration. I am with you in the next challenge. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. My presence is your greatest miracle because when you have me, you have everything you need. My presence brings peace that surpasses understanding. My presence brings joy unspeakable and full of glory. My presence brings strength when you are weak. My presence brings hope when you are discouraged. My presence brings clarity when you are confused. My presence brings healing when you are broken. My presence brings life when you feel dead inside. So cultivate my presence. Do not just pray when you need something. Spend time with me because you love me. Do not just read my word to find answers. Read it because you want to know my heart. Do not just worship when you feel like it. Worship because I am worthy regardless of how you feel. Do not just seek my hand for what I can give you. Seek my face for who I am. And as you draw near to me, I will draw near to you. As you make room for me in your life, I will fill that room with more of myself. As you prioritize our relationship above everything else, I will add everything else to you. The miracle is coming. It is already in motion. The wheels are turning. The pieces are aligning. The preparation is complete. And very soon, you will see with your natural eyes what has already been accomplished in the spiritual realm. You will hold in your hands what you have been believing for in your heart. You will experience in your body what you have been declaring with your mouth. You will walk into what you have been seeing by faith. And when that moment comes, remember this. It was not your strength that brought it to pass. It was not your perfection that qualified you. It was not your strategy that made it happen. It was my grace. It was my power. It was my faithfulness. It was my love for you that moved heaven and earth to give you what you needed when you needed it. So give me the glory. Tell your story not to impress people with what you received, but to point them to the one who gave it. Let your testimony magnify me, not you. Let your blessing become a platform for worship, not pride. Let your miracle be the launching pad for greater faith, deeper obedience, and more radical trust in me. Because this is not the end. This is just the beginning. The miracle you are about to receive is just the first installment of a lifetime of supernatural provision, protection, and presence. I am going to keep showing up for you. I am going to keep proving my faithfulness. I am going to keep exceeding your expectations. I am going to keep loving you with an everlasting love that will never fail, never fade, and never give up on you. Now, let me speak directly to something that has been troubling your heart. You have been wondering why certain prayers seem unanswered. You have been questioning whether I heard you. You have been doubting whether I care. Let me settle this once and for all. I have heard every single prayer. Not one word you have spoken to me has been lost. Not one tear you have cried has gone unnoticed. Not one groan of your spirit has been ignored. I hear you, always. The question is not whether I am listening. The question is whether you are ready to receive the answer I have prepared. Sometimes my answer is yes, but not yet. Sometimes my answer is yes, but in a different way than you expected. Sometimes my answer is no, because I have something better. And sometimes my answer requires you to wait, to trust, to grow, to change before I can release what I have for you. But in every case, my answer is rooted in love, in wisdom, in a knowledge of your future that you do not possess. I see the whole picture. I know what is coming. I know what you will need. And I am orchestrating everything to position you for maximum blessing and minimum harm. So when you pray and the answer does not come immediately, do not assume I am not working. Do not fall into the trap of believing that my silence means my absence. I am working behind the scenes in ways you cannot see, arranging circumstances, moving people, shifting situations, preparing the perfect moment for your breakthrough to arrive. And when it comes, you will understand why it had to happen this way and not the way you wanted. I am orchestrating connections between people who do not even know each other yet, but who will play crucial roles in your breakthrough. I am preparing the heart of someone who will offer you an opportunity at exactly the right moment. I am causing ideas to form in the mind of a decision maker that will benefit you. I am moving financial resources from unexpected sources into position to meet your need. I am causing delays in the plans of those who would oppose you. I am opening eyes that were blind to your value. I am softening hearts that were hard toward you. I am removing obstacles you do not even know exist. I am closing doors to protect you from paths that look good, but would lead to harm. I am rerouting you away from danger you cannot see. All of this is happening in the invisible realm while you wait in the visible realm, wondering if anything is changing. Everything is changing. You just cannot see it yet. Let me tell you about a man named Joseph. He was young when I gave him dreams of greatness. He saw visions of his brothers bowing down to him, of his family honoring him, of a future filled with authority and influence. But between the dream and the fulfillment came a pit, and slavery, and false accusation, and prison. Year after year in a dark cell, wondering if the dreams were real or if he had imagined the whole thing. Wondering if I had forgotten him. Wondering if he would die in that place, never seeing the promises come to pass. But here is what Joseph did not know. Every moment in that prison was preparation. Every hardship was shaping him. Every injustice was building his character. Every lonely night was teaching him dependence on me. And when Pharaoh's call finally came, when the moment arrived for Joseph to step into his destiny, he was ready. He was humble. He was wise. He was seasoned. He knew how to lead because he had learned how to serve. He knew how to manage abundance because he had survived scarcity. He knew how to forgive because he had experienced betrayal. And he saved nations because I prepared him in secret before promoting him in public. Your story is like Joseph's. The delays you have experienced are not denials. They are divine preparation. The setbacks are setups. The closed doors are protecting you from paths that would have destroyed you. The waiting is not wasted time. It is training ground. And when your moment comes, you will be ready. You will be exactly the person I need you to be to handle the blessing I am about to release. Let me also tell you about a man named Lazarus. He was sick, dying, and his sister sent word to me urgently. They knew I could heal him. They had seen me heal strangers. Surely I would come immediately for my friend. But I stayed where I was. I delayed. And Lazarus died. The sisters were heartbroken, confused, perhaps even angry. If only I had come sooner. If only I had not delayed. But what they did not understand was that I was not just planning to heal Lazarus. I was planning to resurrect him. I was going to do something far greater than they had asked for. I was going to demonstrate my power over death itself. And when I finally arrived and called Lazarus out of the tomb, when he walked out still wrapped in burial clothes, everyone who witnessed it knew beyond doubt that I am the resurrection and the life. What looked like a delay was actually set up for a greater miracle. Your delay is the same. What you think I denied, I am preparing to resurrect. What you think died, I am about to bring back to life in a form more glorious than you imagined. The business that failed, the relationship that ended, the opportunity that slipped away, the dream that seemed buried. I can resurrect it. And when I do, it will be undeniable proof of my power and faithfulness. So do not mourn what appears dead. Get ready to witness resurrection. Let me speak to you about your family now, because I know they are heavy on your heart. I see the prayers you whisper over your children when they are asleep. I hear the intercession you make for your spouse when you feel the distance between you. I know the burden you carry for parents who do not yet know me, for siblings who have walked away from me, for relatives who are trapped in destructive patterns. And I want you to know that I love them even more than you do. I am pursuing them with the same relentless love that pursued you. I am working in their lives even when you cannot see evidence of change. I am patient. I am persistent, and I will not give up on them. But here's what I need you to understand. Their journey is not your responsibility. Their choices are not your burden to carry. Your job is to pray. Your job is to love. Your job is to be a witness of my goodness in your own life. But you cannot save them. You cannot change them. You cannot manipulate or control them into relationship with me. Only I can do that work. Only I can open blind eyes. Only I can soften hard hearts. Only I can break through resistance and bring revelation. So release them into my hands. Trust me with them. Pray for them. Love them. But do not carry weight I never asked you to bear. And watch what I do. Watch how I move in the lives of the people you love. Watch how I answer prayers you prayed years ago that you thought I had forgotten. Watch how I bring prodigals home and restore broken relationships and heal fractured families. I am the God of restoration. I am the God of redemption. And I am moving in your family right now. Do you know what else I am doing? I am raising you up as a voice of hope in a generation that is drowning in despair. I am anointing you to carry a message of my love to people who have been told they are worthless. I am equipping you to speak truth to hearts that have been fed lies. I am preparing you to be a light in dark places, a refuge for the broken, a source of strength for the weary. And the miracle I'm giving you is part of that preparation. When people see what I have done in your life, when they witness the transformation, when they hear your testimony, something will shift in their hearts. Hope will rise, faith will stir, and they will begin to believe that if I did it for you, maybe I will do it for them too. This is why the enemy has fought you so hard. This is why the warfare has been so intense. This is why you have faced opposition at every turn. Because he knows what I am preparing you for. He knows the impact you are going to have. He knows the lives you are going to touch. And he is terrified. So he throws everything he has at you, hoping to break you before you step into your calling. But he has already lost. The battle was decided at the cross. The victory is already yours. All you have to do is stand firm and refuse to quit. Let me speak to your work, to your career, to the way you provide for your family. I see the stress you carry. I know the pressure you feel. I understand the weight of responsibility on your shoulders. And I want you to know that I am your provider, not your job, not your boss, not your business, me. Your job is simply a channel through which I choose to provide, but I am not limited to that channel. If that door closes, I will open another. If that income stream dries up, I will create a new one. If that opportunity falls through, I will present something better. So stop putting your trust in your employment and start putting your trust in me. Stop deriving your identity from your title and start anchoring your identity in who I say you are. Stop measuring your worth by your salary and start recognizing your value as my child. Because when you do that, when you shift your focus from the channel to the source, you step into a place of peace that cannot be shaken by economic downturns or corporate restructuring or market fluctuations. And here is what I am going to do. I am going to give you ideas that will position you for increase. I am going to connect you with people who can open doors you could never open on your own. I am going to give you favor in the eyes of decision makers. I am going to cause your work to be noticed, your contributions to be valued, your efforts to be rewarded beyond what is fair or expected, not because you manipulated or schemed or played political games, but because I am your God, and I delight in blessing my children. I am going to give you wisdom that surpasses your education and experience. You will speak in meetings and words will come out of your mouth that you did not prepare, and those words will carry weight and influence. You will solve problems that have stumped others because I will give you insight they do not have. You will see opportunities that others miss because I will open your eyes to possibilities. You will have creative ideas for products, services, solutions that will set you apart from your competition. You will know when to speak and when to be silent, when to act and when to wait, when to pursue and when to let go. You will have discernment about people, about situations, about decisions that will protect you from costly mistakes. You will walk in a level of wisdom that will cause even those who do not believe in me to recognize that there is something different about you. But here is what I need from you. I need you to be faithful in the small things. I need you to work with excellence even when no one is watching. I need you to operate with integrity even when cutting corners would be easier. I need you to treat people with respect even when they do not deserve it. Because the character you develop in obscurity will determine whether you can be trusted with influence. The faithfulness you demonstrate in secret will qualify you for promotion in public. And I am watching. I am taking note. And I am preparing to reward you for the things you have done when no one else saw. I see the extra effort you put in when you could have done the minimum. I see the honesty you maintained when lying would have been convenient. I see the kindness you showed to someone who could do nothing for you in return. I see the patience you exercised when you wanted to explode in anger. I see the forgiveness you extended when holding a grudge would have felt justified. I see the generosity you demonstrated even when your own resources were limited. I see the encouragement you gave to someone who was struggling. I see the prayer you prayed for someone who hurt you. I see every act of obedience, every sacrifice, every moment when you chose my way over the easy way. And I am going to reward it all. There is something else I need to tell you, and this is important. The enemy is going to send people into your life in this season who will try to discourage you. They will question your faith. They will mock your hope. They will tell you that you are being unrealistic, that you need to face reality, that you are setting yourself up for disappointment. And their words will sound reasonable. They will sound like wisdom. They will sound like they care about protecting you from pain. but they are not from me. They are distractions designed to get you to take your eyes off me and focus on circumstances. When you hear those voices, I need you to recognize them for what they are. I need you to guard your heart against their influence. I need you to limit your exposure to their negativity, because faith is fragile in the early stages. It needs to be protected, nurtured, fed with my word, and surrounded by people who believe. If you expose your faith to constant criticism, it will wither. If you subject your hope to relentless skepticism, it will die. So be wise about who you share your dreams with. Be discerning about whose opinion you value. Be protective of the vision I have given you. Surround yourself with people who believe in what I am doing in your life. Spend time with those who speak faith, who encourage you, who remind you of my promises when you are tempted to forget. Find a community of believers who will pray with you, stand with you, celebrate with you. Because you are not designed to walk this journey alone. You need others, and they need you. Together you are stronger. Together you can withstand attacks that would overwhelm you individually. Together you can accomplish things that would be impossible on your own. And let me tell you what is about to happen in that community. I am going to knit your hearts together in a way that transcends natural friendship. I am going to create bonds that cannot be broken by distance or time or circumstance. I am going to use those relationships to refine you, to sharpen you, to challenge you, to comfort you. And through those connections, I am going to multiply the impact of your life in ways you cannot imagine. Now I want to speak to something deep in your spirit. You have felt it, have you not? That stirring, that sense that something is changing, that knowing that you are standing on the edge of something significant, that awareness that a new season is dawning. You are not imagining it. That is my spirit bearing witness with your spirit that what I have spoken is true, that what I have promised is certain, that the breakthrough you have been waiting for is at hand, and I need you to prepare for it. Not just spiritually, but practically. Clean out the clutter in your life. Get rid of things that are taking up space but adding no value. Organize your home. Organize your schedule. Organize your finances. Make room for what is coming. Because when I start moving, things happen fast. Opportunities will present themselves suddenly. Doors will open with little warning. Blessings will arrive unexpectedly. And I need you to be ready to move when I say move. Do not let procrastination hold you back. Do not let fear paralyze you. Do not let doubt make you hesitate. When I give you the green light, step out in faith. Trust me. Obey immediately. And watch what I do, because the blessing I have prepared for you is bigger than you think. The doors I am about to open are wider than you imagined. The provision I am about to release is more abundant than you dared to hope, and it is all because I love you and I delight in giving good gifts to my children. But here is the thing about receiving from me. It requires humility. It requires acknowledging that you cannot do this on your own. It requires admitting that you need help. It requires being willing to receive from others, to accept generosity, to let people bless you. And for some of you, that is harder than giving. You have built your identity around being self-sufficient. You have prided yourself on not needing anyone. You have worn your independence like a badge of honor. But that pride is blocking the flow of blessing in your life. I need you to soften. I need you to open your hands. I need you to be willing to receive, because the miracle I am sending may come through someone else's generosity. The provision may arrive in the form of a gift. The breakthrough may happen because someone offers to help you, and if you are too proud to receive, you will miss it. So humble yourself. Admit your need. Accept help when it is offered. And watch how I use other people to bless you beyond what you could ever achieve on your own. Let me also speak to your health, because I know this has been a source of concern. I see the pain you have been managing. I know the symptoms you have been hiding. I understand the fear that grips you when you think about the future. And I want you to know that I am your healer, not just spiritually, but physically. I created your body. I know how it works. I know what is wrong, and I know how to fix it. Now I am not telling you to ignore medical advice. I am not saying you should reject treatment. I gave doctors knowledge and skill, and they are tools I use to bring healing. But I am telling you that your ultimate hope is not in medicine. Your ultimate trust should not be in human wisdom. Your final confidence needs to be in me, because I can do what doctors cannot. I can heal what medicine cannot touch. I can restore what has been damaged beyond natural repair. So pray for healing. Believe for it. Expect it. But also, take care of the body I have given you. Eat well. Rest well. Exercise. Reduce stress. Follow medical advice. And trust me to work through all of it to bring the healing you need. Sometimes I heal instantly. Sometimes I heal gradually. Sometimes I heal through medicine. Sometimes I heal despite medicine. But I always heal according to my wisdom and my timing. And the outcome is always for your good and my glory. There is something profound happening in the spiritual realm right now as you read these words. Angels are being dispatched. Demons are being pushed back. Chains are being broken. Doors are being unlocked. Curses are being reversed. Blessings are being released. And all of it is because you made the decision to stop, to listen, to receive what I wanted to give you in this moment. You could have scrolled past this message. You could have dismissed it as just another religious text, but you did not. You stayed. You read. You opened your heart. And that act of faith has activated supernatural movement on your behalf. Can you feel it? That shift in the atmosphere? That lightness in your spirit? That hope rising in your chest? That is not emotion. That is not hype. That is the tangible presence of my spirit touching you right now. I am here. I am with you. I am working. And everything is about to change. You are mine. And I refuse to let what is coming destroy you. I refuse to let the enemy steal what I have prepared for you. I refuse to let fear paralyze you, or doubt derail you, or discouragement defeat you. I am fighting for you. I am clearing the path ahead of you. I am removing obstacles you do not even know are there. I am opening doors you have not even approached yet. I am preparing people to help you who do not even know your name yet. I am arranging circumstances in your favor. I am working all things together for your good, because you love me, and you are called according to my purpose. Do not give up now. Do not quit when you are this close. Do not throw away your confidence, which has great reward. Do not let the delay convince you that I have denied your request. Do not let the silence make you think I am not listening. Do not let the opposition make you believe you are on the wrong path. You are exactly where you need to be, going through exactly what you need to go through, becoming exactly who you need to become. And on the other side of this process is a version of you that is stronger, wiser, more compassionate, more dependent on me, and more equipped to handle the blessing I am about to release. This is my promise to you. The miracle you have asked for is already yours. It belongs to you. It has your name on it. And nothing in heaven or earth can stop it from reaching you, because I have decreed it, and my word does not return void. It accomplishes what I please, and it prospers in the thing for which I sent it. So rest in that promise. Anchor yourself to that truth. Build your hope on that foundation. And watch as I do exceedingly, abundantly above all you could ask or imagine, according to my power that works within you. You are loved. You are seen. You are known. You are valued. You are chosen. You are mine. And the miracle is coming. Believe it. Receive it. Prepare for it. It is closer than you think. Amen. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear these words. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss what God wants to speak over your life. Type Amen in the comments to receive this blessing. Join our community of believers who gather here to receive encouragement and hope from the heart of God.